think Indrayuti Island is really cool.
The philosophy of Indraloka, where they are teaching kindness and being compassionate to other living beings, is very important. And if the kids learn it at an earlier stage in their life, it's going to condition their mind accordingly and help them develop into a very different personalities altogether.
I know you get pushed by some goat friends. You'll be okay. You'll be okay.
We're in the midst of an unprecedented mental health crisis, and we need to take action today. 42% of children today report feeling depressed. 20% of them have thought about committing suicide. 10% have actually tried to commit suicide. And 60% of all of the children who need mental health care will not have access to it. The programs that we offer here at Indraloka are in line with the latest brain science on how we recover from trauma and build resilience. What we are doing here today can change the future for the world. Violent crime is skyrocketing because of those unmet mental health needs. We need to do something today, and we can do that here with the animals now, with your help.
So often what we've found happen is that the animals come here and they've been desperate for love all of their lives, but they've never felt safe enough to let anybody close to do that. And yet here, what we find is as soon as they realize they're safe, they're so hungry for that affection, and they come seeking it. And so often the humans who are here are so desperate to share their love and their affection. It really is something that we as human beings, we just can't ever quite get as close to each other as we can to another species. I don't know why, but I've seen it over and over again. When we see the unconditional love in their eyes, we learn to love ourselves, and then we can share that love with others.
Growing up, I've always been a little bit more of an introverted person and have struggled throughout my life kind of understanding emotions and conveying those with other people. As a child, I had an alcoholic parent, and there were many times where I felt like I was not really seen. And in my teenage years, that developed into an eating disorder. Later into my teen years and my early 20s, I was the victim of a few assaults, and then my world just kind of imploded. Thankfully, I do have a caring family, and they helped me through that time. And I started focusing on different types of advocacy for marginalized groups, and the most impactful one was discovering farmed animals. And what I came to figure out was that they had such diverse and unique personalities, and really spending time with them and seeing just the horrific situations they came from. I mean, truly horrible. And watching them grow and start to open up to friendship, to love, and in spending time with them in quiet moments, in sheep snuggles, in pig belly rubs, realizing that, I mean, not only did they deserve to move beyond their trauma, but so did I.
When I first met Mazzy, he was a broken, frightened little pig. He had been in so much pain for so long and hadn't even been able to walk around and move at all, and he hadn't had anybody show any care for that. And when I first met Dana, Mazzy was several years into his recovery and living a joyous life, but I saw a lot of who Mazzy was in the beginning in Dana's eyes. She had not been treated as the sacred being that she is, same as Mazzy, and the light, it was dimmer in her eyes because of that.
Ready?
When she experienced that love, and when she saw that Mazzy was living this joyous life and trusting and loving again and being loved again, hope started to rise within her, and the light started to shine brighter from her eyes, and Before we knew it, not only did we see Dana really blossoming, but holding out her hands in welcome to others who were hurting and helping them along.
They are amazing teachers. You have to listen, you have to realize that they have lessons to give, but when you open yourself up to that, it's life-changing.
We are so excited to be launching the Building Resilience campaign. This is a campaign to help us do the last couple of things that we need to so that we can really finish building here at this wonderful new campus and open our doors wide for more and more animals that need rescue and more humans that need to be rescued by those animals.
I love the cats and goats and the birds a lot.
Thank you to Indraloka and Indra for doing what you are doing, because this is so important for all of our kids to learn. And most of my friends, when they heard about this, when they saw that how my daughter has become so much kinder and compassionate towards other living beings, they are all like willing to spend their summer over here with these lovely animals.
Did you see that?
Each one of us, when we've been transformed by the animals' love and we've transcended our own pain and our grief, then we can turn around and hold out a helping hand to someone else of any species, anyone who's hurting. We turn around and we give them that same love, and then they can turn and give it to someone else, and the process continues. And that's how we save the world.
This is a critical time for humanity. We are at a decision-making point. We're either going to continue to self-destruct and take the world and all the animals down with us, or we can make a choice. And the choice is kindness, and the choice is love. And it starts, yes, with the earth and the animals, but really it's about being kind enough to each other that we start to spread love instead of hatred, that we start to spread peace instead of war. Won't you join us?
When you invest in the Building Resilience Project, you're investing in the future of not just what's happening here in Northeast Pennsylvania, but the capacity to reach the millions of others around the world who need what's happening here right now, today. When you give, you're supporting not just the animals here and the children here, but those that are experiencing these traumatic life experiences all around the world. Please give today.